And we are seeing a lot of market trends right now where the frustrations of AI are increasing, that people are leaving businesses that they have grown loyal to, but they're leaving now because they are being replaced, that human connection. I walked into a Taco Bell recently, and they told me at the register, you have to use the kiosk to place an order. Like, that human connection is declining at such an extreme pace that it is completely and totally changing not just the way we engage with each other, but that our frustration levels are at an all-time high.
Let me push back a little. I have frustrations too sometimes that a restaurant says, "Well, we don't have a menu. You got to do the QR code, and I'm not connecting." Like, can you just tell me what you have? So I have that frustration as well. But I have to tell you, there are other times if I'm at a drugstore, a CVS, I really like the fact that I don't have to stand in line with there's one checkout person and I got to wait in line for 10 minutes. I love the fact that I can just go, scan it, and leave. I mean, I really like that technology because it saves me so much time. So I'm not sure the issue is pro or con technology versus I'm pro good technology that helps me versus I'm anti technology that slows me down. I mean, I don't mind, an AI chatbot if it answers all of my questions and I don't have to wait on hold to talk to a real person for an hour.
I love.
But let me just, it's related to the same thing. I mean, you're an author, you have books. If someone wants to call you and talk to you for 30 minutes before deciding to buy the book, and you had that happen 10, 20 times a day, you'd go bankrupt, right? I mean, we can't do it's not always a simple answer to say every company should have a human voice to answer every single question, because in theory, if Amazon put your phone number, customers might like that, but it wouldn't really be something that could be scalable, would it?
It's not scalable, but it's also not practical to think that you should be removing the customer experience. It goes back to you are not selling to AI, and AI is not going to go and buy your book, right? What you are actually talking about, and I love your example because I completely agree with it, is that the technology has to know when it is appropriate to do it. So in your example, you go into a restaurant, it frustrates you, but the exact same experience in your convenience store, it's okay. Well, how do we figure that out? How do we figure out that we know that when I call in, this is something that I can answer pretty quickly with AI, and this is something I can't. A great example of this is if you've ever had to do a password reset. Now, password resets are everywhere. Every single site, everything you've ever used has some form of password reset. And 99.99999% of them are self-served. I can go on, I can enter my email address, I can hit whatever, and I get a password reset. But sometimes you might need to call in and do a password reset for some reason, whatever. Same thing, I could automate that. However, there are people in this world who would like to talk to somebody about that password reset. They don't want to have to do it on their own. Same thing with the difference between, hey, I'm going to miss a payment and I would like to ask for an extension on that payment. Could I do that through a self-service? Why do I have to call in to do that? And so this balance between when is the opportune time to do it remotely and automatically without human connection, and when is the opportune time where I have to talk to a person, and that is different on a person-by-person basis. Where AI can really help the world is to help us understand when those moments are. And especially for a company to have some sort of intelligence that automatically hands it off to a real person when it's most convenient for that individual, that's the power we're looking for.